Hi, guys. Welcome to some more Real Talk Dog Talk. I'm Tori.
And I'm Barb.
For those of you who haven't joined us before, if you have any questions or comments, you can email us at realtalkdogtalk@yahoo.com.
And if you are a regular listener and or emailer, keep those emails coming in. We love them. They help us get some ideas and we learn some things from them too.
Yes.
So, okay, before we get going on the real topic,
Yes.
I got two things I have to say.
Okay.
One, for all you out there listening, we are at my residence.
Yes.
If there is a lot of noise in the background, I apologize. I have
Extra dogs.
extra dogs in the room, in the house, in the yard.
Yes.
This is kind of an experimental time, I guess. We're just checking it out.
It is. We're going to see how it goes.
It only took the dogs an hour to calm down.
That's right.
They were pretty excited to see you.
Yeah, they were.
So Tori is holding Gabby.
Yep.
As we're doing this recording.
Yes. She actually almost looks like a baby laying here.
A very big baby.
Yeah. She is bigger than me almost now.
Yeah.
Along with the rest of them.
Yeah. So anyhow, we're kind of experimenting with this location. It may not work. We may be back over to your house next time.
We might be.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah. Okay. Now I got a gripe.
Okay.
We are but small people in this world of millions.
Yes.
Billions. Yes.
So many.
And because I'm an old person, I says to you a few weeks ago,
yeah.
You know what? Let's put some flyers up.
Yes.
Let's go around to some neighboring communities, use our logos.
We got some older communities in the area.
Not everybody looks up podcasts on,
Some people that listen to, I've looked at the analytics for our podcast, and, we do have some people who may not like the internet as much. Okay.
Right.
So
I thought, instead of pushing everything on that, let's put some flyers up.
Yes.
Go old school.
Exactly.
And you would not believe what's going on.
What?
Some people are taking them down.
You know what? I'll tell you. It's sad when people feel they need to be that way.
It seems kind of childish.
It really does, because any mature person would just take a look at, and whether they agree or not, move along.
Right.
Move along. Just move along.
And they're fairly unoffensive flyers. They just pretty much say, we're talking about dog issues, sharing with the dog community. Yep. I can't remember exactly what it says. It has the email at the bottom.
Our logo on it.
Excuse me. And so, they cannot possibly be offended by it, but for whatever petty reason, people are taking them down, and it's in locations that, people always put flyers up. So there anything that should be, it's not like they're placed inappropriately or anything like that. So, to those folks out there that really are being jerks to Real Talk, Dog Talk, the podcast and the people, you're being ridiculous.
It's we don't go around being, what is it? Is it spite? Do they know us? Who is doing this?
I got to say though, we live in Northwest Minnesota, far Northwest Minnesota.
Yep.
Tori and I live in different smaller towns.
Yes.
And we're not from here.
No.
Originally, we're from the Minneapolis area, north of Minneapolis.
Yep.
And so I don't know if it's like odd man out. We're not from here.
Right.
People don't want to promote, people that aren't local. I'm not really sure. Or maybe they're just stupid.
Could be just stupid. There's a lot of stupid people out there these days.
Yeah. So I just wanted to get that off my chest, that I think it's super freaking petty that people just are trying to deter something that we do, because if they don't like it, they don't have to listen to it.
Well, and it's a pretty harmless pocket. We're here to share information and stories and dog stuff.
Yeah.
Who is that hurting? Nobody.
Yeah.
Shouldn't even bother anybody, really. But
wait. What is this? Freedom of speech?
Yeah. So weird.
I guess not up here.
I guess is this not part of the free country?
Northwest Minnesota. Yeah. I don't think it's much of anything.
They just don't include us. Okay.
Wildlife, some bears. Yeah. I don't know. Anyhow, yeah. So I'm just letting folks know, hey, I don't appreciate that. For those of you that are good listeners, and honestly, if you don't like us, you want to flip it to a different podcast, I respect that. But you know what? Leave the frickin' flyers alone.
Yeah. We do appreciate everybody who is decent, even if you don't listen. Yeah.
We're not fans of haters.
No.
We're not haters.
We're not. Honestly.
Wait. I'm a hater of people who take down my flyers.
I second that.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
I know. Tori's upset now.
Yeah. If you guys saw me, you would see why that's funny.
She's very threatening looking. Yeah.
And you should see the size of my fist. I'm crying.
Almost as big as the dog's paw.
Almost. I would say maybe one day, but I'm almost 40, so probably not.
Probably not. I think you're done growing.
I think so.
Anyhow, I just had to get that off my chest. Yes. I was out and about this week and found that a handful of our flyers had been taken down from various areas, and I believe you found one missing as well.
Yep.
And you know, and the thing is we both work.
Right.
We both do. We're involved with this. We have other dog things that we're involved in.
Yes.
And I just think it is so weird that two non-intrusive women are pestered.
Right.
It's like, really, is this all you guys got to do with your time?
Someone must be very bored.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I don't have time to be taking somebody's posters down. Why do we have to do that?
Well, you know, it makes, I guess, if we want to look at this as in our cup is, you know, half full.
Right.
We at least are entertaining them.
Right.
When they're empty little lives.
I guess so. Well, and you know, it's the thing. I mean, even if it's, say it's somebody that does another dog podcast. I don't know of any in the area, but I don't know everything. So even so, why can't we both exist?
Well, yeah, I think that's true. And I don't either. As you're saying that, I'm trying to think if I know of anyone else doing a dog podcast in the area. And I don't know of anyone off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, if you don't like our dog podcast, you might want to switch to a different dog podcast. Right. And we're actually okay with that.
Yep. That's fine.
So, we're not really in competition.
No. We're here to have our own podcast about our own topics and, you know, the ideas that you guys bring into us. And
the one thing I will say is I guarantee that there's nobody else like you and me.
Well, that's for sure.
I'm not saying that's good. I'm not saying that's bad.
It's true.
It's true.
It's very true. Yep.
It's just who we are.
I think it's I think people are either one way or the other. I don't think there's much middle ground.
Is that kind of like this store or that store?
Right. You know, if you like that store, you're probably not gonna like this store. Okay, so now for the topic.
Okie dokie.
Now that we've got that out of our system, well, then we got to get Bolo settled here. Come on.
Bolo wants to lay on Tori's lap now.
All right. So I have a few dogs.
Mm-hmm.
I love coming home and showing up with some toys for my dogs. It's like Christmas for them.
Yeah.
And they really don't even care what it is. If I'm giving them something that I've brought home, they're like, yes. It doesn't matter.
Maybe you should just throw a bunch of water bottles and pop bottles in a bag and bring them home.
They would love it. They would love it. They will stare at Daytrick until he is done drinking his pop, because who gets the pop bottle, right? Cheap enough. Yep. You're already buying the pop anyway.
Yep.
But what Tito really loves is stuffed animals. And I've never really had a dog before that likes stuffed animals. They usually just shred them, and that's that. And when I found out that he likes stuffed animals, then came another problem. Was my other dogs wanted to eat them. So Tito would have a bunny that I got on sale from Easter, and Betsy would chew it up, and then Tito would be carrying around the skin of it because she has beheaded and unstuffed it. And I really never thought anything of it because I'm thinking, well, that's annoying. Now I got to clean it up, right?
Right.
Kind of the extent of my thought on it. Like, really?
Stuffing all over.
Yeah.
Yep.
So then I had to figure out a way to get these guys to quit chewing them up so that Tito could have a stuffed animal. Because that poor dog, you should have seen his face. It's the saddest thing in the world. Like, over a dang stuffed bunny. Aww. And I just felt terrible. I'm like, I got to make this work.
Right.
Then came the training on it again with Betsy and Enzo. And now we got it going on with JoJo. Starting over again. Eating we've got another beheaded bunny. So now I have my own way of doing it. And I know you typically don't have stuffed animals here for like dog toys, right?
I do not anymore.
Gabby had one.
Gabby had she had a giant lamb chop.
Oh, yep.
And she had a giant bone.
Yes.
That was like fuzzy fabric, and it had crinkly something inside of it.
Yeah.
And stuffing, of course. And it was, those were the two primary ones. And then she had a couple small lamb chops that one would go in the car with her because she liked it. And, you know, she was really actually very easy to teach not to tear it up. Because at that time, I was taking her to work with me.
Right.
For an overnight shift.
Yes.
And I had her kennel right next to my bed.
Yep.
And, you know, I mean, she's right there. I couldn't not hear it.
Right.
So when I'd hear her starting to tear it, little lamb chop, I would, you know, verbally correct her. I'd just say, you know, that's enough.
Right.
Now, if she didn't stop, I would get up and take the lamb chop out, and she couldn't have it.
Right.
So she learned to associate, you know, you can have it if you don't chew on it or tear it, and otherwise I got to take it.
Right.
So that was a really easy fix.
Yeah.
Now, when did we stop having them in my house?
When was it? Was that Bolo?
No. I don't know who did it, but one of the older dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Started a hole in one of her lamb chop toes.
Yeah.
And Gabby realized there was stuffing inside that.
Oh, there's something in here.
Yes.
Oh.
And it like opened a door for Gabby, and she was a maniac shredding everything with stuffing in it.
Yeah.
She used to have little pillows in her kennel that she would fluff and I had to take those out. She couldn't have a lamb chop. Even, I think it was about 2 months ago, I bought a lamb chop, a little one at Walmart.
Oh, yeah.
Thinking maybe she'd like one.
Yeah.
And I don't think they should put squeaky toys in their paws because that makes them really want to tear it out too.
Well, that's the thing. You know, I have wondered actually why they put squeaky. I mean, I get the concept.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not that dumb. But if you think about it, that's encouraging chewing. Yes.
Yeah, because they want to get to that thing that is making the noise.
Exactly. So if you're going to do that, maybe put it inside of something rubber or, something like that where,
right.
A stuffed animal, I don't know. I guess I don't want my dogs chewing them up, but,
Mm-hmm. Well, when I think, when you talk about, gosh, you see all these dogs on, reels and TV that have a cuddle buddy, a little, rabbit like you buy or a dog or something. When they have something to cuddle, you think, oh, I should get one for my dog.
Yeah.
And it is tricky to get things that they won't shred. Even like bedding with my dogs, if I put like a comforter down for them, they will tear the stuffing out.
Yeah.
If I get like a bedspread and fold it multiple times, they don't do that.
Yeah.
It's just got to do with the stuffing.
Well, and actually, I have a problem. I've tried getting dog beds for in kennels, which the interesting thing about that is Tito will actually chew his bedding, but he does not chew stuffed animals.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. And so I don't really, that's a whole thing. I got to figure out his bedding. He won't chew blankets at all. But, and it was a similar, I will say, like with my animals, it was a similar situation as you had to kind of do with Gabby, which is, I guess there were probably a few variations just because we're in the house and they weren't in a kennel. And, you know, so like being in the living room on the couch, I would have to just, correct Enzo or Betsy and tell them no if they're chewing something up and take it away if they decided they weren't going to do it.
Now, when Gabby was little and I told her not to do it, she would stop.
Yep.
Now, a month ago, 2 months ago, when I bought her that lamb chop,
yes,
she was not going to stop. She wanted to get those squeaky things out of the feet. She was like all about it.
Yeah.
So she is more determined now.
Yeah. Well, and that's, you know, I had just gotten all of them fine with that. They weren't chewing. Nobody was chewing on them. It was great. I mean, they would kind of chew on them, but not chew them up. Mm-hmm. I guess if that makes sense to other people. But like, you know, so we get a giant teddy bear for the dogs.
Yeah, we got that at a consignment store or something.
$6.
I know.
It was great. Now, this sounds crude, but believe me, it's not meant the way it sounds. Now that bear has a giant hole in its butt. Because some lovely young girl decided she didn't like his tail.
Was her name JoJo?
Yeah. I'm ratting her out right now.
Well, and it's too bad that they get like that because, I mean, they could be a lot more comfortable if they had things to sleep on and that. I get disappointed in my dogs when they ruin their bedding because I want them to be as comfortable as I am at night.
Yeah.
Bolo is loving Tori right now while she's trying to talk.
I love her so much.
I know she's giving you the love eyes.
She is, and you know what? I don't even need to wash my face today. Nope. Okay, nope. She's got it covered.
Well, the taste buds exfoliate.
And you know what? I did have a dry spot.
Oh, good.
Right here. So
she looks very content. Anyhow, so what are some things that you can do about them shredding them? Like I said, with Gabby, it was just a verbal correction.
Yes.
And she was young enough. I was taking her with me when she was probably about 6 to 8 weeks old, probably closer to 8 weeks old. And so she is young, easily taught, and she did great. Right. And I think that is probably the first thing. The other thing is to not leave them unattended with a stuffed toy. You know, like if you leave the house for a day of work, you know, maybe the stuffed toy should be an after work toy.
Right.
Are you getting a hug?
Every time I put my hand up here, she does this.
Oh, she's trying to leave the computer alone,
she's
Tori.
Like, it's okay.
Get off the computer. Yeah. Anyhow, so you can just remove the toys or the bedding. When I'm not home, I don't leave the dog bed in the living room because I know they'll shred it.
Right.
So it goes in the other room until I'm home to monitor it.
Yes.
So I think monitoring anything with stuffing is probably a good choice, and you can kind of tell them not to. Now, if they're sneaky shredders, like one of Tori's dog.
Yes.
If I remember, you said Betsy will quick eat something when you're trying to stop her.
Man, I've never seen a dog eat such large chunks of anything so quickly.
Yeah, so that's a little bit more of a problem.
I am going to have to, we've had a couple conversations, and I'm definitely going to have to figure out a way to correct that because that's dangerous.
Well, it is. And actually, I was quite surprised when I started researching this. I was looking for ideas how to stop dogs from doing that.
Yeah.
Shredding, eating the stuffing, that sort of thing.
Yes.
And I was kind of surprised to find out that there is actually some bad stuff in dog toys.
Well, and I'll say, I think anyone can assume that eating stuffing probably isn't great for you. But
pretty much.
Yeah. But I guess, how bad is it? I don't know.
Let me tell you.
Please. Yes.
Some toys may contain BPA or even lead.
Oh, well, I'm not sure what BPA is.
I don't know. I was going to Google it, but apparently my ambition left me.
Well, I've heard it a lot, so I know it's something that it's a thing.
It's toxic.
It is. Yeah, it is. Lead, I do know that is a no-go.
Now, another thing that I read, and it made me laugh because I always use the term in a nutshell.
Yeah.
But materials to avoid: nutshells and beads.
Okay. I got a couple questions on that.
Okay.
One, do they really use nutshells?
I don't know.
Because what? That's what kind of nutshells then?
Yeah. What if they have a peanut allergy?
I know. That's what
it's that, it said that they're choking hazard, not digestible. Okay, that makes sense.
Yep.
Nutshells really threw me for a loop when I read that one.
Yeah, beads, I could tell. I mean, like, I think of, because I'm, Beanie Babies, right? Which there's probably called something else now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, those, there was a bunch of stuff on sale from Halloween. That's where I get my stuffed animals for my dogs, is sale items
from previous seasons and such.
Yeah. And I picked one up and I thought, oh, this would be neat. But as soon as I picked it up, it was quite heavy. And I thought, oh, well, that's cool and weird at the same time. And I realized there's like some form of bead or something in it. And I immediately just put it down. I'm not for my dogs.
Right.
Okay.
Well, anything that, is more of a, I was going to say obstacle. That's totally the wrong word. But more of a,
like eyeballs.
Like a solid
piece.
Yeah.
Choking hazard.
Some sort of material. Anytime I buy a stuffed animal, which isn't often unless I'm, I don't know, on vacation and I'm going to be home with them all the time.
Right.
Anytime I do that, I always, look for no buttons.
Yep.
No little cute neckties on the dogs, stuff like that. I just want a plain stuffed animal.
Well, and look, JoJo chewed the tail off the bear.
Yeah, who would have thought a bear would offend somebody?
I would not have thought so. Everybody else loved him.
Well, the tail got to her. She couldn't take it anymore.
She couldn't. You wag at me one more time.
Well, it didn't wag.
It didn't.
That's what's wrong with it.
It's
something sketchy about a tail that doesn't wag.
Right. This bear isn't doing much of anything.
Okay, so here's some tips.
Okay.
And like I said, I really didn't know that there were toxins, and I mean, I'm thinking, of course, we always think about reading labels on food.
Yeah.
But I did not even think about reading any kind of label on dog toys. I feel like an idiot because how many toxins have I fed my dogs over the years?
Well, and I'll be honest, I can tell you right now the number of times I have read the label on a dog toy.
How many?
0.
Right.
Not one time.
I'm with you.
Yeah. So, and after this, I kind of feel like maybe I should have.
Yeah. So this was a little bit of an eye opener. I mean, I think for as far as teaching your dog not to do it's just verbal corrections, removing the toy. Yeah. Only letting them use it in your presence or when you're, at home, aware of what's going on. I think that's kind of how you have to do it. But the tips I came up with were, first off, read your labels, which I never have.
Yep. See, we always learn something, even us.
I know, that's the thing.
It's
We
great.
start researching this to talk about, and it's like, oh, I didn't even know.
Yeah.
I'm going to be an expert by the time I'm dead.
Yeah, you are.
I'm old.
You should write a book right before you die.
The 10 things I learned in the last 70 years.
Yep. Well, we got it. What are we on? This will be episode 79.
Oh, so I know 79 things now.
Yeah. Get it right.
Okay, so when you are reading the labels, this is an interesting tip I wouldn't have even thought of. It said, look for it to say safe for children under 3 years old.
Which that makes a ton of sense.
Yeah, because if it's safe for small children, it should be, it's less likely to be a toxic or dangerous thing for your pet.
Exactly, which, that's just straight off the bat, that's an excellent guideline.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Who would have thought of that? Not
and
me.
I can't even say if I've seen that or not because I've never read a label.
I've seen children's toys, but, when my son was younger, but yeah.
Not grown up.
No, he's only 12.
He thinks he's grown up.
He thinks he's grown. He's a snot.
Okay, and then another tip, monitor playtime with stuffed toys to prevent from ingesting stuffing.
Yep. I can't leave a new toy, like you. I can't leave a new toy just home.
Yeah.
If I've just gotten it.
Yeah.
Definitely has to be monitored. Something about all that we were talking earlier, too. I mean, can you imagine all the smells on that stuff?
Yep.
I mean,
well, you think of the factory, the people that make it, the
places
the materials that they bring in to make it with. I mean, there's got to be so many smells on a new toy. It's crazy. It's not like they sanitize them before you buy them.
No, not at all.
But also regularly check your stuffed toys for wear and tear, and if they're frayed, have holes in them, it's time to replace it.
I'm going to sew the butt of this bear I have. Okay.
Surgery tonight.
That's right.
Okay.
So
no food or water after midnight for the bear.
That's right. He's gonna have to wait.
Okay.
Oh.
So I usually mend my toys, and even what I do with bedding. If they shred a dog bed, I will package up the stuffing in a garbage bag and store it.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I have enough, I make another bed out of it.
That's a great idea, though.
So I probably sew more for my dogs than I ever did for you guys growing up.
I was going to say, you sew all the time now.
Yeah, I have mending.
Well, you didn't have time to do that when we were growing up.
Oh, I got all sorts of times on my hand now.
Yeah. Yeah, you have so much extra.
Eating bonbons, watching soap operas. Woo, what a life.
In your spare time.
Spare time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, they do talk about, and I'm just going to say this could be good, could be bad.
Yeah.
As an alternative, rope toys are something that they can use instead of stuffed toys.
Yes. And I've always really liked rope toys because, they're kind of a pain in the butt because my dogs do chew them up, but what they do is they chew them into pieces and then they have knots that they chew on.
Yeah.
But I don't know if all of them are this way, but Betsy is my major chewer. She will chew the toys, and that girl can chew up just about anything, I tell you what. And like we were saying earlier, she's tricky and quick.
Right.
But these rope toys, the ones we've gotten more recently here, is that they actually, when she chews them up, they are very stringy.
Yeah.
Like it's threads instead of like, I don't know, whatever. They used to stay together much, much better. But I get more concerned about her chewing and swallowing those threads and getting tangled up in her intestines and all that stuff. Just because I know you've seen some tough stuff with dogs getting long things in their guts.
When I worked for the vet clinic, I did see some surgeries where they had to pull them out of the intestines, not specifically rope toys, but various items that dogs had gotten into.
Yeah.
And that really does so much damage. I personally do not buy rope toys.
Right. Well, and I have quit buying them because with that type of stuff coming off of them, absolutely not. And they were, I don't know it's different, material or what the deal is. But it's been more recently, and I won't buy them anymore. I guess I buy really hard plastic things that gouge my feet up instead.
Yeah, those stupid antlers. I hate them.
Got wounds.
But if you do buy rope toys, you want to make sure that if they start to fray, that you're taking them away. Or again, you can play with them like fetch.
Yeah.
Like when you're in the yard, use it as an interactive thing where you're playing with them and the toy.
Yep.
So that they don't. And if you're playing with them, you start to realize when they're getting compromised and they're not safe anymore.
Yeah.
So that's a good way to kind of monitor it too.
It really is. My dogs they don't play fetch, but they'll run after something if you throw it. So
my dogs stand there and look at me like, why'd you just throw that across the yard? I just got that.
Dogs are so funny. Mine, they'll chase it, but they don't bring it back.
Now, some of the risks in eating. Okay, wait. Before I go on to the risks, I was going to mention too that they do have, and I'm sure everybody who's a dog parent has seen them. So I'm not saying anything new, but they do have those. They're dog toys that are cutouts of animals in their fabric with, the squirrels with the tails and all that.
Yeah.
But there's no stuffing in them. Some of them are canvas. Some are like fuzzy material in
some
that.
are like nylon or.
Yeah. And those I think are a great idea.
Right.
And maybe it's because we have big dogs. But those also are not bomb-proof. I mean, they can easily chew an arm off or a tail off and swallow that as well.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a good alternative if it seems to be more of a stuffing issue.
Right.
But, I think with any dog toy, whether it's rubber, plastic, a pop bottle, anything, I think you have to just be aware that if well, Gabby just coughed up a piece of a hard plastic toy.
Great example.
Yeah, thanks. Right. That was a little background.
Yeah, we knew that was going to happen.
We had that scheduled.
Okay. Yeah.
Now she's got to lay down by Tori. She's okay.
She's like, I did my job.
Okay. Do I get a boiled egg for that? Yeah. Anyhow, but any kind of toy, I think you have to look at when they start to become compromised in just the safety end of it, even the cleanliness. I mean, really, if they get too gross, you just got to toss them and start over.
Well, and that's so true. Even like I was saying, my dogs wait for pop bottles when my son is finished, and I do let him hand those to them. But what he does, we make sure that the lid isn't on, because they'll chew that off immediately.
That is Yazi's biggest goal.
Yeah,
he will wait for me to drink an entire bottle of pop.
Yeah.
Which I don't just drink it, chug it.
No.
He'll patiently wait. Once he gets the lid off a bottle, he's done. That's all he wants to do is just take the lid off the empty bottle.
Like, I'm good now.
And you know what I never thought of? I never thought of giving him a bottle without a lid on it.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I'm not sure. Because that's what I have to do. Because Betsy does the same thing instantly. Mm-hmm. She wants that lid.
Does she take it? Well, he doesn't eat the lid.
No. Well, she chews on it like gum. Mm-hmm. Like she doesn't really try and swallow it. Mm-hmm. She'll chews on it, and you'll like if I don't catch it or she gets one, and like they'll take them to their kennels, and so she actually usually has a cluster of stuff that she's sneakily taken and chewed, and pop lids are in there. Right. She chews them up and just. She doesn't eat them, but
Yazi gets the lid off, and then he has no interest in any of it.
She does. She gets rid of the bottle when she's got the lid off.
That's very interesting.
But she will chew the bottle if there's no lid.
Right. So well, now we'll talk about the exposure.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That is the risk. Sorry, I got ahead of me. I do that to myself sometimes. The risk of eating some stuffing can involve intestinal blockage or exposure to the toxins in the stuffing, which I was totally not aware was even there.
Same here.
So that takes you back to reading the labels, I
Yep.
guess. Let's see. So if they have eaten stuffing, you might notice vomiting or diarrhea, or they may even be lethargic.
Lack of appetite.
Lack of appetite. And one thing that is oftentimes overlooked is unusual behavior.
Oh.
Sometimes people just think they're being naughty or in a mood. And sometimes it's actually a reflection of how they're feeling.
Yeah.
So you want to notice the change in any behavior.
Yeah.
And if you are unsure if your dog has even eaten any stuffing, you can watch for signs of it, or you may want to get them to the vet and have it checked right away just to clear your mind of whether there's a concern or not.
Well, and honestly, sometimes it's best to just get them taken in.
Mm-hmm.
It's a scary thing when you wait too long.
Well, sometimes if you wait too long, there can be other organ damage, not so much with stuffing. I'm talking overall health.
Right.
So sometimes it's better to take them in sooner rather than later.
Right. Yeah.
And Gabby is trying to take the microphone from Tori.
She is.
And also you can just consider eliminating toys with stuffing. I saw this, it was a commercial for dog toys from a specific company.
Yeah.
Which I won't mention any of that.
Right.
But one thing they say on this ad is dogs don't care what their toys look like.
I never thought of that.
So I'm pretty sure that when we're all out there buying lamb chops and Halloween pumpkins and Easter bunnies for our dogs, they really don't care.
No, they don't. Well, and actually, I think I told her I got a pink bunny for Betsy and a brown one for Tito. But yeah, I'm sure they probably are like, what's the difference?
Yeah.
But I'm thinking this is cute.
Yeah.
And
they don't care.
They don't care.
So, consider toys that don't have stuffing.
Right.
Put your own cutesy thoughts aside and think about maybe what they might like.
Yeah.
Also, some of these are kind of funny.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start with the funny one first.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, cotton.
Yes.
This is a stuffing that is moderately safe. However, make sure your dog doesn't swallow it.
Oh, so it's not safe.
Right. I was like, wait, you just contradicted yourself in the same statement.
Just to be safe, I'm going to go with the latter.
I was like, okay, I'll write it down.
Noted.
Polyester fiber fill is synthetic, and it is generally safe for dogs.
Oh,
unless it's shredded.
So again, no,
not safe.
Yeah, don't.
Okay,
because they all shred it.
Mm-hmm.
It's
last one.
Okay,
natural fibers.
Yeah,
organic cotton or wool are eco-friendly and biodegradable. It's a safer, less likely to contain harmful chemicals.
So still though. But
dangerous.
Better for the environment though. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what I had to say about the different types of filling for stuffed toys.
Excellent.
But I do think maybe they should quit putting like crinkly paper and crinkly bottles and squeaky toys inside the stuffed animals. I think if you can get like you buy, obviously you're having a struggle with it, so maybe you're a bad example.
Right.
But you buy toys from like the holiday decoration area or decor or whatever it's called.
Seasonal section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they don't have the squeakies in them or the crunkly paper or anything like that. And you do look for ones without buttons for eyes and all the decorations on them. So maybe that's a better choice if you're having troubles with them chewing or pulling stuffing out and shredding them. Is to get ones that are not actually for dogs.
Well, and I've had great luck with that. And Tito, he's an interesting dog because he just likes having them.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know dogs were like that.
Gabby used to be like that.
Yep, she just, and that's, and if there is one there, I pretty much either have to fix it right away or throw it away, because if it is chewed on, then the rest of them do start chewing.
I know.
So yeah, it's and yep, I would say I think every single one of the stuffed toys that I have in my house right now is for people. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I just don't want to totally get rid of them, because the other dogs have kind of learned to appreciate a stuffed animal.
And that is the curse of a multi-dog family, is you do have to somehow work it so that everybody has what they need and are content.
Yep.
But it does make it a little trickier for the homeowner, the pack leader, the whatever you want to call yourself, the mom.
Yep.
To kind of meet everyone's needs when you have some that are a little rougher on certain materials.
It's true. And they're two of the most different dogs I have are from the same litter. So Betsy and Tito are both, she's very destructive, which I say that with so much love, and she doesn't like destroy my house and stuff. But
no,
her toys and she blankets.
She's a messy girl.
She is.
She likes her place lived in.
She does. Yes. So we're gonna have to find a way to keep the stuffed toys, but it'll be another process here. I'm sure.
They're like the Odd Couple.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure not everybody out there knows that show, but when I grew up, there's a show called The Odd Couple.
Yep.
And they're roommates, and one was like a absolute compulsive neat guy.
Yeah.
And the other guy was a slob, food on his shirt, cap backwards. His house was a mess. One room was immaculate. The other was piles of clothes on the bed.
I know a couple of people like that.
Yeah. That's like Betsy and Tito.
It is, actually.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. That's a really good analogy.
They are the new Odd Couple.
They are, yeah. So, and it is super cute, because Tito will just bring me a bunny and set it on my lap. Brings it to me. Says, have it, and walks away. I don't know why, but
anyhow, yeah. So, it's a tricky thing with multiple dogs. Everything is, when you have multiple dogs, everything is just a little bit more.
It's true. Yeah.
So it just takes more. So really, if you have, issues with dogs getting into stuff, ruining, their stuffing, you can always contact local trainers, other professionals in your area. They might have suggestions on how to deal with your dog chewing on things you don't want them to, or shredding it.
Yes.
Or if your dog has ingested some sort of stuffing or any kind of materials from toys, always consult your vet. And if nothing else, give them a call. Say, hey, what do you think I should do? Make sure to take care of those four-legged babies.
Yes.
Check on your resources and do your research.
There's someone out there. Okay. And don't forget, if you have any questions or comments, you can email us at realtalkdogtalk@yahoo.com. And don't forget to hit that follow button or comment down below.
Thank you for joining us for this episode. We hope that you will join us again sometime. Have a great week.
Goodbye.
Bye.